Hello everyone, welcome to Yatharth IAS. So in the last class what we have done, we did about Buddhism. In today's class we are going to do about Jainism. That I've told you in the last class that several sects emerged because people were not happy with what? Hinduism. And because they were not happy with Hinduism, or you can say the Vedic traditions, and that's why it led to the new ideology or the emergence of new ideas, and due to which new sects emerged, among which the three prominent were Charvak, Buddhism, and Jainism. Buddhism we have already studied in the last class, plus we have done the previous year questions also. In today's class we are going to do Jainism, which are very two important parts of UPSC syllabus, and the questions have always been asked from this topic. किसी भी साल का पेपर उठा के देख लो, you will find questions. So, Indian religion teaching a path to spiritual purity, enlightenment through discipline, non-violence to all living creatures. This is the headline, or you can say the introduction for Jainism, because it was like complete ahimsa has to be followed. Again, first we will discuss what all we are going to do here. So number one, introduction to Jainism. About Vardhamana Mahavira, how he became Mahavir. Mahavir means you are conquering. You are a conqueror, you are a winner, you are a victor. How you became that. Disciples of Mahavir, teachings and philosophy the way we did in Buddhism, and the schools or sects. First of all, introduction, and like Buddhism rejected the idea of Vedas. Vedas are going to extreme rituals, and it is giving you a one-way ideology. Like only a particular class can perform that ritual. Okay, that permission is given to only a particular class. That was not there in Buddhism, or you can say Jainism. So Jainism also rejected the authority of the Vedas. So first of all, we will see from where this word Jain comes. Jain term is derived from Jina. Okay? Jina. Jina means the conqueror. And the term Tirthankar also means Jina. Jina means victor. In what way it is a victor? Who has succeeded in crossing over life streams of rebirth. जन्म मरण से मुक्ति मिल जाना, जैसे हिंदी में भी मुक्ति, that is called Jain. And has made a path for others to follow, or teachers who show the way. And by following the same path as that is followed by the Tirthankar, the other person can also, or the other lives can also attain the same freedom from rebirth, or the person can also become Tirthankar or Jina. Clear? From this term Jina comes Jain, the one who has conquered the cycle of birth and death. So if somebody asks you, was there any Tirthankar before Mahavira? So yes, there were Tirthankars. Mahavir was the 24th Tirthankar. So he was not the first one who was following this. Now he said that there existed a soul in everything. हर चीज में soul होता है. And that's why you are not allowed to hurt any soul. Number one point, Vardhaman was the 24th Tirthankar. I have already told you that he was the 24th one. He is not the beginner or the starter. He was born in the 6th century BC into royal Kshatriyas. So remember, they have not born into Brahmana family. There also we have seen that they were from Shaka's dynasty and belonged to a very royal family. Here also they were royal family Kshatriyas, royal Kshatriyas. Mom was Trishala. Who was the mother of Buddha? Tell me quickly, Mahadevi. And the father was Siddhartha. Whose father was Siddhartha? Mahavir's father was Siddhartha. And who was the father of Buddha? Shuddhodhan. And these parents, Trishala and Siddhartha, they were lay devotees of Parshvanath. And obviously, just raha pe, the path which is followed by the parents, mostly the child get the same teaching. वही संस्कार, वही चीज़ें बच्चे के माइंड में भी आती है. Whatever the person sees at home. Therefore, it is said that the parents are the first teachers. स्कूल में जाके तो आप बाद में सीखते हो. Whatever you learn at home. तो यहाँ पे Mahavira learned the same devotion from his parents. मम्मी पापा से पता चला. Now, then he abandoned all worldly possessions at the age of 30. यहाँ पे जब वो इतने बड़े हो गए, now he realized कि नहीं यार, I need to find something more. कुछ तो मिसिंग है, कोई तो डॉट है जो कनेक्ट नहीं हो रहा है. आई एम नॉट एबल टू गेट वॉट आई वॉन्ट. एट दैट टाइम ही हैड टू लीव होम. घर छोड़ना पड़ा. एंड वाई ही लेफ्ट होम? टू बिकम अवेकेंड. अवेकनिंग के लिए बुद्धा ऑल्सो लेफ्ट द होम. आपने भी अपना घर छोड़ा होगा, दिल्ली आए होगे तैयारी के लिए, राइट? सो यू हैव ऑल्सो कमिंग ऑन दैट ट्रैक of becoming Buddha or Mahavira, right? By preparing for UPSC. तो यहाँ पे what is there? Mahavir practiced intense meditation. You have to connect the dots. See, in Buddhism, what I told you, Gautam Buddha left home, left food, but did not get anything. Then he followed Madhyam Marg. And the same has been advised to the disciples also. जो जो करता है वही वो suggest करता है. But here you will find Mahavira did intense meditation. Extreme, intense. He went to extremities and severe austerities for 12.5 years. 12.5 साल तक extremity इन्होंने खुद face की to attain कैवल्य ज्ञान. The way he attained enlightenment. तो यहाँ पे इन्होंने extreme method से कैवल्य ज्ञान किया. Then he said कि अगर मैं कर सकता हूँ तो कोई और क्यों नहीं. That's why he told his followers to follow the extreme path and not the middle path. Are you getting what is happening? आपको different advice मिलेगी. You have to modify it according to your thing. कि आप क्या कर सकते हो क्या नहीं. Some teachers who have, or you can say some students or some officers who have got rank, some might have followed the extreme discipline. They have strictly followed a 14-hour, 15-hour study schedule. So they'll say that. But maybe you are not able to do that. Or some might have taken the middle path, the 7-8 hours track, getting. So it depends upon the person will advise on the way what he or she has followed. The Buddha who has followed Madhyam Marg, he was not able to get success through extremities. Advice for Madhyam Marg. But Jain, or you can say Mahavir, he attained Kaivalya Gyan by using extreme path for 12.5 years. And that's why he said his followers, he instructed his followers कि आपको भी यही करना है. He preached for 30 years. After attaining that Gyan, he gave that knowledge for 30 years and then attained moksha, liberation from the cycle of birth and death. In the 6th century, he passed away at the age of 72. He left the home at 30. So 30, then 12 and a half years, or I'll write 42 तक इन्होंने he attained केवल ज्ञान, and then 30 years, 72 years teaching, and then he passed away in 468 BC at Pavapuri in Bihar. Okay, he got the moksha. That is the life cycle of Buddha. What he did, how he did, and how it communicated to the disciples. Next is disciples of Mahavira. He held Samvasrana. Samvasrana were the meetings which were held to spread the ideals of Jainism. Gandhar were the attendees of Tirthankara meetings. So you can say Sraman. Sraman was Sraman Lord Mahavir. That was the congregation of 11 Gandhar. Agni Bhuti, Vayu Bhuti, Akampita, Arya, Vyakta, Sudharman, Mandita Putra, Maurya Putra, Akala Bharat, Akala Bhrata, Maitreya, Prabhas. So you can find this is Abhrang School of Art, that is also known as Jain School of Art also. So these were the disciples of Jaina, and now we will see the philosophy that is done. Samvasrana was done to spread the knowledge of Buddha. So what was discovered in that? What was the philosophy of Jaina? We will see that. So he taught his followers the right to go on a right path, or you can say that is called dharma. कहती नहीं धर्म का पालन करो, means go on a right path. गलत चीज पे मत जाओ, follow dharma. He stressed on renunciation of the world. दुनिया को छोड़ो, extreme, the way he followed in his life. Strict asceticism. Strict means very strict, very extreme. Moral cultivation. You should have moral values. Jains need to follow these 5 constraints in life. What are the 5 constraints? Ahimsa. Ahimsa means strict non-violence. No killing मतलब no killing. In fact, in the evening, मच्छर आ जाते हैं या कुछ हो जाता है, कुछ मुंह में गलती से भी ना चला जाए. That's why they used to put a white cloth over their mouth. That is the extreme level of extremity. Satya. जो बोलो सच बोलो. Truthfulness. Aste. Not stealing. You're not supposed to steal anything from anywhere. ठीक है, चाहे सामने वाले के लिए waste है, still you are not supposed to pick it up. अपरिग्रह. अपरिग्रह. You can say अपरिग्रह means you are not मतलब ग्रहण नहीं कर रहे किसी चीज को. You are not acquiring anything. You are not gaining anything. आप कुछ acquire नहीं कर रहे हो. That is called अपरिग्रह. Next है ब्रह्मचार्य. Chaste living. ब्रह्मचार्य रहना है, unmarried रहना है. Getting? The 5th tenet was propounded by Mahavir. This one. He was the one who propounded the 5th tenet. Now, the teachings of Mahavira, there are several philosophies like Ekantvad, Anekantvad. So, if I will talk about Jainism, so in Jainism there is Anekantvad. Means such ek nahi hai, there are multiple truths. Or you can say there are multiple ways to convey a truth. So, Anekantvad is the doctrine of Jainism that emphasizes that ultimate truth and the reality is complex. So, it has multiple aspects. Because that ultimate truth is very complex. Everybody will convey it, that truth, in their own way. So, it has multiple aspects of that ultimate truth. That's why this philosophy is called Anekantvad. Anekantvad. Remember. Now, what are the three Ratnas of Jainism? Right action means आपके कर्मास should be correct. Right knowledge, जो आप एक्वायर कर रहे हो वो सही हो, ये नहीं कि गलत चीज़ें ही दिमाग में बैठ के किलिंग, फाइटिंग, झूठ बोलना, चोरी करना, यही से सीख गए. Right faith, विश्वास. They believe that through three jewel path of right belief, samyak darshan, samyak gyan, right knowledge, and right conduct, samyak charitra. By this you can become Mahavir, or you can say a Jain, true Jain, or an enlightened person. These were the teachings. So the 8 auspicious symbols which were associated with Jain, very important, you should know the names at least. Swastik, swastik हमें हिंदुइज्म में भी मिलता है. I hope you have seen ऐसे करके. This is called swastik. So we can find this in Hinduism also. That means peace, well-being of everybody. Next is Nandvarta. This is the large swastik with 9 endpoints. Next is Bhadrasan. Bhadrasan means throne, where the feet of Jain has been put. Shrivats, endless knot, that is given in the chest of Tirthankar image. And what does it show? It shows the purity of the soul. Shrivats means pure soul. Next is Darpan. Darpan is mirror. Mirror means which reflects what you are. Your true self is getting reflected in that mirror. Next symbol, 6th is Mina Yugal. Means a couple of fish. And what does it signify that? Mina Yugal. Meen is machli. Machli, fish. Meen Yugal. Yugal means coupling. Which signifies the conquest over sexual urges. That mean Yugal symbol. Vardhamana. It's a shallow dish. ऐसे मतलब एक होता है ये deep, एक होता है shallow dish, which is used as a lamp. And this shows the increase in wealth due and merit. The last one is Kalash. Kalash means a pot. ऐसा कुछ. Pot. I know the drawing is not too good, but कोई बात नहीं, ऐसे बना देते चलो. अब तो अच्छी बन गई. So pot, this is filled with the water, and this water signifies the holy water. So these are the 8 symbols which you will find in Jain teachings. Remember these symbols, okay? Any meaning, or even they can say Darpan is found in which philosophy, as a ritual symbol, okay? As a holy symbol. In a way, whatever way they want, they can ask you. Now the schools, the way we studied the schools of Buddhism, Mahayana, Hinayana, Theravada, okay, Vajrayana. Similarly, you will find certain schools over here. What are the names of the schools? Jain got divided into Svetambara and Digambara. Now let me break it. One is Shvet. Shvet means white. Ambar means cloths. तो जो white कपड़े पहनते हैं, the one who wear white clothes are known as Shvetambar. That sect is known as, that group is known as Shvetambar. And the ones who do not wear any cloth, nudity, that is called Digambara sect. They again divided into Bispanthi and Terapanthi. Here, Shvetambar got divided into Mandir Margi and Sthanakvasi. Sthanakvasi can be further divided into Bes Sampradaya and Terapanthi. Here Mandir Margi can be called Khartara Gach, Achal Gach, Lop Gach, Tap Gach, Tenthui. These are the various schools. These are the names of the various schools which are there in Jainism, or you can say the division of Jainism. So Jainism has two major ancient sub-traditions that we have seen, Digambara and Svetambara. And we have also seen that what is the symbolic, or you can say, आप देख के कैसे बता सकते हो, how will you identify that the person belong to the Digambara sect or the Svetambara sect? By the appearance. If the person is nude, then the person is Digambara. And if the person has worn white colored clothes, then the person belongs to Svetambara. So now you can see here he is what? Svetambara. And here the person is Digambara. Clear? So Digambara include, there is one original community and the three modern communities. So one is Mool Sangh. Mool Sangh matlab original community. And the three modern communities are Terapanthi, Taranpanthi and Bespanthi. These are the three communities which are there, modern communities in Digambara. And in Svetambara, we have Sthanakvasi and Murti Pujak. And there are several other smaller sub-traditions जो बाद में धीरे धीरे आए, but the main two you have to remember. Clear? Okay. Now moving on to the next one, and that is Digambara tradition. Digambara tradition, as I told you, that they do not wear clothes because they believe in complete nudity. They follow all the 5 constraints. Remember, all the 5 constraints: ahimsa, satya, aste, aparigraha, brahmacharya, like the teachings of Mahavira. Svetambara will not follow the 5. Digambara will follow. So remember, Digambara follows all the 5 teachings, or you can say 5 constraints which were given by Mahavira. And Digambara had a follower, very famous follower, was Bhadrabahu. So अगर question आता है, if somebody asks you, Bhadrabahu was the follower of which sect? Digambara. And he moved to Karnataka to spread the same. Digambara Jains believed that women cannot join Tirthankars because Digambara means purely nude, and that Malli was a man. Malli girl नहीं थी, Malli man था, because women cannot join the team of Tirthankars. Clear? And then now we will see the teachings of. So first of all, the school, I have already told you, one is the original community, that was Mool Sangh, and the 3 modern is Bespanthi, Terapanthi and Taranpanthi. Next, talking about Svetambara, the white cloth wearers. Now, they follow the preachings of Parshvanath, and they followed only 4 constraints. Digambara followed 5 constraints. यहाँ पे 4 constraints except Brahmacharya. Brahmacharya nahi they used to follow to attain Kevalya. And they have simplified white clothing. They said it can be men or women, while Digambara said that it can be only men that can join the Digambara sect or Tirthankar group. And they said that Malli began her life as a princess. There Malli was called a man. Here they are saying that she was a princess. They also indicate the 5 eternal substances in the soul, in existence. One is soul, jeev, matter, pudgala, space, akash, motion, dharma, and rest, adharma. These are the 5 traditions which are given by Svetambara. while Digambar Act one sixth tradition also, and that was time, काल. वो कहते हैं काल भी एक है in 5 में factors. That is one of the substance in the 5. Next is, so Digambar 6 and Svetambara 5 substances are there. Now the school of Svetambara. So first is Sthanakvasi, means pray to saints rather than to an idol. मूर्ति की बजाय सेंट को प्रे करो. whoever is your saint, whoever you consider as your saint, worship that saint. Wear muh patti. Muh patti means white colored patti on your mouth. That is called muh patti. Now मूर्ति पूजक, नाम से ही पता चल रहा है मूर्ति पूजक, मूर्ति की पूजा करने वाला is मूर्ति पूजक. Means they keep idols of Tirthankar and then worship them, and they do not wear muh patti. They do not wear that white colored strip. Next is Therapanthi. Therapanthi they used to pray to saints rather than to an idol, like Sthanakvasi, and they also wear a muh patti near their mouth to cover it, जिससे कुछ मच्छर भी ना चला जाए, as I've told you, because extremities have been followed in Jainism. Now that is the end of the subject, or you can say the topic, Jainism, and after which we are going to do previous year questions of this topic. So till now it was my turn, now it's your turn. Now I am silent, you have to answer. Which of the following is not a part of early Jain literature? कौन सा नहीं है? थेरी गाथा, अकारंग सूत्र, सूत्र कृतंग, बृहत कल्प सूत्र. So which one is not? Theri gatha is not the part. Okay. Next is, now you can answer this question. Now you have understood. In the last class when we were doing Buddhism, at that time I told you that I am giving you the philosophy of Jainism, because till then we have understood only Buddhism. Now you have understood Jainism. बहुत अच्छे से, बहुत clarity के साथ you have understood that. Now you can answer this question, that which of the following were common to the both Buddhism and Jainism? Avoidance of extremities. देखोगे, देखते के साथ ही you will say no ma'am. Extremities तो हैं, Jainism में बहुत ज़्यादा extremities हैं. And by this your options are eliminated. They all were indifferent to Vedas, denial of efficacy of rituals, non-injury to animal life. Clear? So you have to work on your basics, and once you are done with the basics, then you say that you are ready for your preparation. Next, this is again for you very easy question. Logical hai, you have to think and tell me the answer. The emphasis of Jainism on non-violence prevented agriculturists from embracing Jainism. Means जो Jainism इतना ज़्यादा अहिंसा पे focus करता था, and because of that the people who were involved in agriculture profession, they were not able to embrace Jainism. That is the statement, assertion. Now the reason that is given is, cultivation involved killing of insects and pests. Is it true or false? I mean, this is the reason. Both A and R are true and R is the reason. Both A and R are true, R is not the reason. A is true, R is false. A is false, R is true. I am giving you 5 seconds. Think and answer, because this is very easy. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I hope everybody of you have got the answer. As I have told you, Jainism was going into extremities. एक मच्छर भी नहीं मरना चाहिए. तो obviously agriculturalists cannot embrace Jainism. Why? Because यहाँ पे insects and pests को आपको मारना ही पड़ेगा, otherwise agriculture होएगा ही नहीं. That means this is also true, this is also true, and if I'll put because the statement fits well, and that's why my correct answer is answer number A. Both A and R are true, and R is the correct reason of A. Clear? Next, with reference to ancient Jainism, which one of the following statements is correct? Jainism was spread in South India under the leadership of स्थलबाहु. मैम ये क्या कह दिया? अभी तो आपने पढ़ाया था, it was भद्रबाहु. भद्रबाहु था ना when he went to Karnataka to spread Jainism. So this cannot be correct. The Jains who remained under the leadership of Bhadrabahu were called Svetambara after the council held at Patliputra. ऐसा तो कुछ हुआ ही नहीं था. Jainism enjoyed the patronage of Kalinga king Kharvel in the 1st century BC. That is one information you should know. Kharvel राजा ने Jainism को काफी प्रमोट किया था. That belonged to Kalinga, Odisha. In the initial stage of Jainism, the Jainas worshipped images unlike Buddhists. ऐसा तो कुछ, there was nothing like that. So our correct option is option number C. That Kharvel king gave patronage to Jainism. Next, ultimate easy question. Enjoying na? Ki हाँ, you can do UPSC. Because see, till now what you have done only NCERT. Usse you are able to attempt so many questions. So see, if you will get a full-fledged, guidance, you will do full-fledged preparation with the previous year questions, whether it's prelims or mains. And then when you attempt the mocks also, see, who says कि preparation नहीं होता है, selection नहीं होता? At least do it. बिल्कुल मन से करो, सच्चे मन से preparation तो करो यार. Getting? Anekantvad is a core theory and philosophy of which Buddhism, Jainism, Sikhism, Vaishnavism. I've read the options. मुझे पता था कि that is not required. So Anekantvad is Jainism. What does it mean? That the truth is very complex, but it has and therefore it has multiple aspects. सब जने अपने सच्चाई अलग तरह से बताएंगे. So that is Anekantvad, Jainism. Next, Jain philosophy holds that the world is created and maintained by what? Universal law, universal truth, universal faith, universal soul. Tell me, I have told you, what does Jainism say? That everything has a soul. So our correct option is option number D. That is universal soul. Clear? Next, again, the question is based on the same concept. With reference to the history of ancient India, which of the following was or were common to both Buddhism and Jainism? Avoidance of extremities, no. So our correct option is option number B, 2 and 3. Indifference to the authority of the Vedas. Denial of the efficacy of rituals. Next, which of the following statements is or are applicable to Jain doctrine? So we have to tell this answer with respect to Jain. The surest way of annihilating karma is to practice penance. ये कहा था कि नहीं? Tell me. You have to go for extreme if you want to annihilate karma. Right? So this statement is correct. Next, every object, even the smallest particle, has a soul. True or not? It is true. Jain said that, Tirthankar said that everything has soul. Right? So second, it is also correct. Next, karma is the bane of the soul and must be ended. तभी तो पहली स्टेटमेंट वो कह रहे हैं, you have to annihilate karma. So karma is the bane of the soul and must be ended. Therefore, all the three statements are correct with respect to the Jain doctrine, and that's why our correct option is option number D, that is 1, 2 and 3. Clear? So now you have seen by studying NCERT how many questions you can attempt in actual prelims paper. ये मैंने नहीं बनाए हैं, I've mentioned the year also that is asked in UPSC, and you are able to solve all these questions by the knowledge that we have gained through NCERTs only. So I hope you are clear with the topics till now. In the next class, we will be starting with the topic development of Mahajanpadas and Mauryan Empire. Okay, so now your Buddhism and Jainism ended. I hope you have enjoyed the lecture. See you in the next class. Thank you.